My daughter was on last week. Hey, welcome to the Gagootz Show. Tonight our guests, very special guests, are Jerry Parisi from the Filmmakers Show and Tony Landolfi, one of the funniest headliners on Long Island. We also have an exclusive interview with Stevie GB. We're going to discuss our video contest. And welcome back, Nicole Monaco.
Oh my God, I'm back.
She's back.
Did you miss me?
I missed you very much.
Jeannie wants to beat you up. I give you hugs.
I know.
She's very abusive to you.
I was afraid to hug her. I was afraid.
She would stab you. She would be like, no. She was aggressive.
I know. She was very aggressive. Funny. She fun.
Very funny. I love Jeannie.
But yeah.
She doesn't like you.
No, I think what it is that I found out she has a brother whose name is Benny also. But like me, his name is Benny. They call him Benny, but he has a totally different. Like my name is really Pellegrino.
Right.
His name is Benjamin. Benjamin, yeah. So, and they call him Benny. So, when I used to listen to her podcast, she always abused her brother. She used to get her brother into trouble.
That's where it stems from.
So I believe it stems from that, and I believe she had another Benny to beat on.
And you were the second one.
But she doesn't. I don't think she particularly cares for men.
No. She likes animals, though. She's a big fan of animals and food.
Yeah.
They don't talk back, and she gets to enjoy them both.
She could ride a horse and eat a 7-course meal riding a horse, and that's her idea of a good time.
Oh, hey. If I could ride a horse, I'd consider it a good time, but I fell off the last time I went horseback riding. I got thrown off a horse.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't get back on. I was like, fuck this.
Oh, welcome back, Nicole! Yay! It's okay, we're not. This is not a family show tonight.
I'm back, you guys. I'm back.
You know what? You just opened the door for Tony Landolfi because
did.
he's back there saying, we can curse!
No.
We can curse!
Don't say that word. It's a bad word.
Children don't. Yeah, that's like, I love Sue Simmons. You remember the newscaster Sue Simmons? Like Hawaii, dark African American, but one time she was doing the news with Chuck Scarborough, and they were doing the 11 o'clock news, and they were just showing the clip, and they were talking. So she says, okay, this happened with food, and then they showed the other clip, and Scarborough didn't say what he was supposed to read off the and she thought they were doing a run-through, it wasn't live, so she turned around, and you hear her say, what the F are you doing?
That was me.
And then she had to come back. And you see her, and she's like, got the papers, and she says, I want to apologize. I said a word which some people may find offensive. And I read through that was, why don't you people just F off? I said, I made a mistake. I goofed.
It happens.
And Sue, I love her. Sue, wherever you are, you want to come on the Gagootz Show, we'd love to have you.
We won't yell at you if you mess up.
No, you won't get paid either.
No. So let's talk a minute here. We were both in a little movie over last week. Your son Ryan did a great job at producing and directing and putting his whole movie together. It's called Servers. Where are we going to be able to watch that? Do you know when it comes out?
Soon. He's editing it. He's still editing it. He's going to let us know. I think we're going to be entitled to a private screening with the school because, see, he might want to enter this into a competition or a festival. He said he wanted to try
the film festival.
Yeah.
I forgot which one he said though, but he did such a great job.
He did.
You guys should be very proud of him.
In your restaurant,
yes,
in Villa Monaco's, which was, I'm so happy that you let him do it there.
Yeah, he was there for like 3 days, and he did little scenes. He did a scene with me where I had to play this nasty customer who came in. I was waiting for my husband, and I wanted to sit due east. It was funny. And what did he make you do? I
was a customer that went and wanted to sit in a big table away from everybody.
Right.
And I said I had friends coming, but I didn't. And all I did was abuse the waiter. Ryan told me, Dad, you order chicken and waffles. But because my hearing's not too good, I heard chicken waffles. And I was hungry anyways. I would have eaten anything. So I said to the guy, I want chicken waffles. And he's like, sir, we don't have chicken. And I just abused this guy. I told him, I've been a bartender for years. I probably dated your grandmother. and it was all not written. Ryan said, Dad, you can improv, so just make up.
Go with it.
And they were in the background. I wasn't sure because, when you're doing comedy, you're not always... My son was on the floor rolling, and when they were done, they said, "Should we do another take?" And everybody was like, "No,
leave it. It's funny when it's off the cuff.
And I had a line at the end. I said to the guy, his name was Reuben, so then I asked him for a waffle Reuben, and everything. And I told him, I said, if you were an idiot, I said that would raise your intelligence level. And that's how I ended it. They were all
just left it.
That's
good.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We're going to be able to see it in a private.
Yeah, he did say that.
They're going to do a private screening because
maybe we could do a little clip of it on here.
I would love to. I have to find out. There's certain rules to entering in a competition in a festival.
So if it doesn't cross any boundaries,
right? The whole thing is like you can't have a premiere. Like when Chris Roach was on the show, he talked about when he had the premiere for Umbrellas Kill.
Right.
He couldn't enter it into a festival like Sundance because you can't have a premiere. So Ryan, but because Ryan's doing it for college, they have a way around it. The college will do something, and we'll probably be invited there.
I hope so.
And then we could party. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
He
was so exciting.
Yeah. And I have big news. You have big news. You have a show this weekend, right?
This weekend.
Saturday.
I have a show tonight, actually. If anybody's watching who wants to come to the Crooked Rail later on at 8 o'clock tonight in Northport, I'll be there. I have a show Saturday at MJ Sullivan's in Mount Sinai, I believe it is. And,
yes, it is Mount Sinai.
And that's a great little show. It's a fundraiser, so if you want to come down and support a good cause, come down to MJ
Big
Sullivan's.
lineup on that? Great lineup.
Ragu is on it. Katerina Reese is on it. John Butera is running it.
He's hosting and headlining.
Yeah,
I saw, right?
I think he's hosting. I'm not sure who's hosting.
Because I had read hosted and headlined by John Butera.
Oh, there you go. So if you know how to read, then that's what the answer is, I guess.
I don't know how to read
that well, and I didn't read it. I just saw my name. I know how that's spelled. So I was like, me. Okay, good.
This Saturday from 1 to 3, Madhouse TV now has a radio station. Madhouse.
Yes.
And I am going to have my own radio show every Saturday.
What are you going to play?
From 1 to 3. I'm going to pretty much play 60s, 70s, and 80s music.
Now, is it going to be rock, or are you going to do
rock?
Like
we're rocking.
Okay, good.
Tune up your air guitar because we're going to be full of it. We're gonna bounce off the walls.
I'm excited.
I'm calling the show When I Was Back in High School. And there was a lot of great music when Janis Joplin was still alive then.
Did
Jimi
you get
Hendrix.
to go to any of those concerts? Did you get to see
I
them?
saw Janis Joplin in her last New York appearance.
Really?
Yes, I did. Huh. And I will tell that story. I'll tell that story on the radio because I have a great story to that.
Well, now I want to know it now. But I'm going to have to tune in.
Tune in.
We're all going to have to watch it.
Tune in, and I'll also tell the story. There was a band called Renaissance.
Right.
Where the singer, because there was a lot of experimental music in the 70s. And the band...
That's it? That was the only thing that was experimental in the 70s, was just the music?
No. No, we experimented on a lot of things. Not me, but I have friends.
No, of course not.
Friends who did. Not me. I don't even know what marijuana smells like. I mean, I even call it marijuana. But anyway, there was, I'm forgetting, my memory's going on me. No, we were talking about music, Renaissance. Experiment. Yeah. There was a group, Renaissance, that the lead singer was very attractive and she sang opera.
Oh.
She was like, oh, and they had songs, Ashes of Burning, which was about Russia, and they had all this stuff, you know. It was, she was really cool. Anyway, Steve O, my stand-up comedy friend,
yes,
got a gig to open for them just because I love them so much. But Steve didn't like their kind of music.
Wait, because you love them so much.
He got a gig.
He got a gig. Why didn't you get the gig if you loved them so much?
Because I wasn't, he was a headliner then.
Oh.
He was a big comic, and he got the gig to open for them. So he didn't like them. So he went, after he opened, he went to a blues bar next door and was listening to, and I was there, and we kind of looked alike then.
Right.
So when the show was over, all the band members and stuff were saying, hey, nice job. And I kept saying, I'm Steve-O's manager. I was pretending to be I'm his manager. Then Annie, who I said was very attractive, came up to me and said, I really enjoyed your set, because she was English. I really enjoyed your set.
I really enjoyed your set tonight.
Yes. And I said, why, thank you very much. I said, you inspired it. And I wasn't even up there. Oh my God, just to be next to her. And then they played in my father's place, and they announced they were so I got a little drunk, and I said to my friend, you want to meet them? And he's like, how are we going to meet them? I went there, I said, I'm Steve. Yeah, I went to the door guy. Tell them Steve O's here. I opened for them in Jersey. They let me in. Went in the back, and they remembered me.
Oh, my God.
I remember you. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to...
take a short break.
Oh, the radio, it's called Entertainment Radio.
Right. It's entertainmentradio.com.
.com.
Yes.
Entertainmentradio.com.
iEntertainmentradio.com. iEntertainmentradio.com. As in you, as in I, as in iEntertainmentradio.com. We're going to be right back with a short break right now from our Gagootz show. Stay tuned.
Stretching under sedation, or manipulation under anesthesia, is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Mish,
And we're back.
We're back with the Gagootz show and our very special guest, Jerry Parisi.
Hi.
Oh my God, this is the Gagootz show.
You're about to get Gagootz.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm really honored to be here. First of all, I can't tell you how much I love your hair. I just absolutely think you mwah, beautiful. Benny, why don't you shave your head like that? Because I think
I don't have. I think
People
I'm
think it looks
halfway
like
there.
a duck spot.
Well, actually, his is the other way around.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the sides. There's nothing on the top and the sides, and the other way around. I think it's good. But, you know, I was looking forward to being with Tony Landolfi tonight, too, because, you know, I spelled his name wrong, and of all things, I'm spelling my agent or manager's name wrong as well, but it was really all a joke. To get him riled up, don't tell him I said that, though, you know? I figured in a little rank-out contest, we'll see how that goes. That's kind of
Is that what you want to do? Yeah.
His cousin is your manager,
That's
right?
right. Angela's
Yes.
my manager.
Okay.
But it is so nice to be on your show, and I'm so
Well, we're
honored
glad to have
be
you.
here.
Yeah.
Thanks. So tell me more about what I should be talking about.
Tell us about, you have a show on
Yeah.
Madhouse Studio.
You know what I do, and it's right down the next hallway, my sets, and it's about 50 feet away through the doors and then down the elevator. And it's downstairs. I'm on the first floor. This is like high up here. I almost got a nosebleed. I do. It's the Filmmaker Show, and I actually changed it. It was the Long Island Filmmaker Show, but it's so strange that a Washington TV channel wrote me and said, we'd like to air some of your episodes, but we can't. You're talking about Long Island. And I almost knew that was going to happen to begin with. So little by little, I phased out the words Long Island and just called it the Filmmaker Show. And you know what? Ever since I did that, I got some offers in the Carolinas, both north and south, okay, and Florida.
Nice.
As
That's
of now.
great.
And they said, yeah, we want to run your show. I guess they got open space because we want to run that show.
And on your show now, the
Yeah.
Filmmakers Show,
Yes.
you just deal with filmmakers, with
No.
the independent? No?
No. You see, that was another problem. Because not everybody's into film as much as I love it, and some of the other people do too. The true reality is I bring from the world models, talent agencies, location people. We brought an amazing guest this past week, Kyle Kennedy from from the Seafarer Exploration Corporation. He is a dredger for buried treasure, and we had actually changed my titles to air over his footage under the water. And you see, it's a broader audience I can do because there's a lot of things that go on in the world of video that may not necessarily be a movie or
Right.
a TV show. But to me, it's like, no, let's bring all the talent on. I mean, I brought comedians on. You were on my show. I was proud
Yeah.
to have you there.
I was happy to be there.
Oh,
It was
you know
fun.
what? I had Tom and Vicky Mealy on my show already talking about the studios. But then I had other people too. I had models. I had people who rent equipment. And then there's the average everyday people, the people who sing and dance and stuff like this as well. So I tried to well-round my show differently as it moves forward.
lot of
Here at
variety.
Madhouse TV. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm proud to say that it's on cable 23 times a week.
And you're also you're gonna have a new time slot, correct?
Oh, yes, that's true. Actually, it's a blessing in disguise. Because what happened is we got a chance to move to Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. And the reason I'm happy about it is because now I've got Friday afternoon straight off to hang out with my wife, go to watch some of your shows on Friday nights.
Yay!
Great.
But the reality is, in the summertime, I'm not sure what the amount of people who watch different things are, but I know Wednesdays it's a good night, and you know I get a lot of hits on my show. The Big Sky show, there was close to 21,000 hits in the first few seconds.
That's great.
Yeah, and
It's
you
a
know what?
Western, right?
That's a western. That's a western. Yeah, and I'm in it. I play Bud, a little character named Bud. I'm a salesman of Elixir, and probably get Tony Gandolfi to buy one before the end of the night. That's what I'm gonna do.
You just changed his name again. You changed it to Gandolfi.
Gandalf.
What? Tony Gandolfi over
You know,
here.
he's actually bigger than
I
me.
would like
I'm
to bring
younger.
Tony on right now. I really would.
I gotta tell you, Tony's younger and bigger than me. I should watch out. I mean, he maybe crush me into a basketball, throw me in a hoop over there. That's what I think is
Oh,
gonna
my
happen.
He'll
God,
crush
that's
you with
funny.
his wit.
You know what? I absolutely love his wit. He's one of my favorite comedians. Next to you, of course.
No.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Nick, this is the comic that
Do
everybody
you know my
should
wife
look
and I are
at.
going to see her show tonight? She is playing at the
Yay.
Crooked Rail in Northport.
Yes, I'm gonna be there at 8 o'clock.
And for those
You guys are
stalkers who
coming.
keep dropping cards on my windshield and underwear in cards, I just want to point out that's where I'm going to be. You can find me. Do something else.
Great. Bring them to me.
No,
Yeah.
you know, it's hysterical. I got on Valentine's Day this huge card on my windshield, and I'm like, what is this? I looked up. I actually started the car to warm it because we've only had winter now till July at this point. And I'm going to warm my car. I look through my Mustang's window and I look, oh, it's this big pink thing. I go, what is this? It's so cute. And I go walking in the house with the card under my arm. I go, honey, I got a traffic ticket for being in the driveway. She goes, what traffic ticket? I go, this, thank you. She goes, that's not from me. Are you serious? It's not from me. So now I open up this card, right? It's all over the place, all kinds of gushy stuff, you know. And I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. It's just whoever, someone playing a joke. We gotta. Meantime, she's got the FBI. Who'd they do a J with a loop in it? We smell the perfume. We go into Macy's. What perfume is this? You know. So then all of a sudden, she's gone. She goes to see her brother in Boston, and I get this card here at Madhouse TV. So I'm going to open up, and Vicky and Tommy and Tom Mealy are in there, and they're watching me, and they go, and Vicky's like, no, open it out there just in case it's anthrax.
Oh my God.
You know? Thanks. I can see they love me. You know. So I go out there and I pull out this black pair of panties. Same person.
Only you this stuff
Well,
happens
you know,
to.
it could be Mr. Scrooge.
It could be.
It could be Mr. Scrooge.
Jerry and I were in a play
yeah.
together at Old Westbury Restoration
Yeah,
back
the
in
old
December.
restoration and all the nursing homes. we
And the
did.
nursing homes,
and
the
the nursing
VAs,
homes.
yes.
Yeah, we scared the old people.
Yeah. That was a fun time.
nice
though. We
show.
did-
It was a great show.
Yeah.
And you'll be back. Only we got to wig you now because
I have no more hair, so the Ghost of Christmas Present might have to play another part, maybe.
I'm sure a lot of people watching this say they wish you got for a Christmas present under the tree. I'm
Yeah.
positive.
Oh, come on.
She's such a beautiful girl. I mean, I can't
Thanks.
get over it. I love right now people. I hate old stuff. I probably won't listen to your radio show.
Wait. Are you one of these only the youth? Only the youth?
Absolutely. I am from Madison Avenue. I am proud of where I
You know
came
what?
from.
When I grew up,
You grew up.
I knew who James Cagney was
Right.
and Humphrey Bogart. And those
Me
guys
too.
were dead, and they should be remembered.
You know what?
You should remember the music.
Let me tell you, speaking of music, I had from Art and Design High School, I'm a proud graduate of that school. Ready? I had Tony Bennett, Calvin Klein, Marc Jacobs. I could give you a list of 63 people who are famous today who actually went to my high school that I could listen to. However, I am such a Lady Gaga fan, and I am
Me
everything.
too.
But who would want to hear some of the old music? Strangers in the night.
I'm talking 10 years
Wait,
after.
that nothing happens in that song, in my opinion. What happened? We're exchanging glass. Now with Pink, for example, it's you in your hand tonight. That's you know just
Oh
what's
my
happening
God.
in that night of your date. So give me your. That's what I
Music
need.
does that to you?
That's my wife
You're
does that
never.
to me
I'm
too.
never giving you a ride in my car. Never. I'm never giving you a ride.
Jeez Louise.
Whoa,
You like
man.
the fireball.
You know, I'm going to
Yeah.
go to your comedy class. It's starting on Sunday.
I'm not doing it right now.
Oh,
I'm back in May.
just
I'm a
'cause
little busy.
I want to go.
You know, I waited for you. When I did your show, you were gonna, and it's not a class, it was a workshop.
It was a
It's
workshop. You bring your hammer and nails, you know. It works
I get
good.
that song stuck in my head now.
I can't get over old.
There was a song years ago
Yeah.
in the during the punk era called "What the World Needs Now Is Another Frank Sinatra, So I Can Get You in Bed." Yes, Google.
Hold it. This is the
Google.
expression.
Google it.
Here's the expression. Okay, another Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, romantic music.
It's not romantic. It's slow.
No, it's romantic.
Nah.
Oh my
You know
God!
what I
You
don't
have
like?
no idea.
Let
You-
me tell you something. I'm a movie maker and,
Yeah.
and a producer. I do three. I'm proud
Right.
of my three shows: Legal, Straight Talk, Long Island View, and my own on cable. So I do all that work.
Yeah.
But I still can't stand old stuff. And I'll tell you how
You can't watch an old movie.
Nope. I watched there was an old movie going back, and it was new then,
Yeah.
called That's Entertainment. So they got these guy who danced around the whole ceiling and the wall. I don't know what his name was. But,
Yeah.
what was it? Fred Astaire. But
Fred
He
Astaire
was
and
the
also Gene Kelly was
Fred
another
Astaire-
one.
He did the Fred
Ginger
Astaire
Rogers.
way around the whole thing.
Ginger Rogers.
To me,
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
watching that and I'm like this. Now, 1 second later, Michael Jackson and Thriller, and boom, boom, boom.
That's still from the 80s.
Right. Okay, but the difference was the editing and the cutting. I can't sit and watch something take so long. I'm lucky I'm watching me on the monitor right now.
But how about like the Treasure of the Sierra Madres or the Maltese
You
Falcon?
go for them things yourself if you want.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock made some great movies.
Yes, he did. Although I don't watch them. I do. I tell you what, I got to watch.
What?
I absolutely love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
And I have just
Did you
purchased
see The
my
Judge?
The Judge.
Oh, so
No.
good.
What does
I-
that have to do with old?
Because
Robert
it-
Duvall was old.
Yeah, all right, Robert Duvall.
you might-
Apocalypse Now. If you can't watch Apocalypse Now, I'm going to hit you over the head
In
with
all
this mic
honesty,
stand. I
I didn't see
swear
it.
to
And
God.
I didn't see it.
When the camera's off.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Hold me back.
Stay back.
You got to be freaking. You didn't see Apocalypse
I
Now.
want to ask you, when is Tony Landolfi coming on?
It's Landolfi.
I'll tell you what. I hate to say this. I hate to take a
I
break
want
because
Tony Landolfi.
I'm having so much fun with you. I hate to take a break. But we're going to go to a clip of some emails that we got a few months
Ooh,
back.
that sounds like fun.
Nicole's going to read some emails. We're going to show that video, and then we'll be back with Tony Landolfi. And we're going to
Nice.
watch him kick ass.
I like that idea.
Hey everybody, so we've been getting a lot of emails here at the Gagootz Show. And I figured I'd take a look at them and share them with you guys. Maybe there's some good positive feedback. We'll see what we got here, okay? Our first letter says, Dear Nicole, what's with Benny Rizzuti? Does he own any suits that aren't gray? Signed, his wife Nancy. Nancy, it's your man. You should know what he's wearing, okay? Don't be coming to us. I know you're our only fan. I hope there's more. But please, get your husband another suit because he's blending in with our wall that we have at the studio. We need to get him into something else. Maybe blue, maybe red. Get him out of the gray. See you later, suits. Bye-bye. Let's see what our next one says. Here's a letter from Ed Niemer. Hey, Ed. Dear Nicole, how come you don't show a lot of cleavage? Cleavage. You want cleavage, Ed? Here's your cleavage right here, huh? Why don't you look a little deeper? Maybe you'll find Jimmy Hoffa in there. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
What happened?
You can't make somebody sit on that edge of that
So what do you want
couch.
us to move in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you and your friggin' camera.
Scary, but it's very uncomfortable.
It's more comfortable. Like, I want Tony to be
What's Tom
comfortable.
saying? What's Tom saying?
What's he
He told me
doing?
to go back.
You don't want to sit next
You're
to him.
on.
You're on. You're on.
And we're back. And we're not confused. We're not confused at all. We're here on the Gagootz Show with our great guest, Tony Landolfi, back, second time on the show, and you can see
It's
we
the
still...
professionalism that keeps me coming back. The professionalism.
Tony Landolfi.
Tony Landolfi. How's it going, buddy?
I'm on stage with Tony Gandolfi here.
What's new with you and stand-up?
I'm taking Jerry's wife to go pick out a black dress later. Because I'm gonna kill him. He makes this big flyer for
I was very proud of that flyer.
Facebook. I get to be on the Gagootz Show. And spells my last name wrong. It's right there in front of your face.
I don't know how to read.
And he spelled it wrong. And it's just, so I got PO'd.
It was a nice.
Cap, you spelled my goddamn
You spelled
name
with an
wrong.
F. He spelled it with a PH.
No, it's not
It's-
PH.
No, it's
Land-
with an F.
It was
That's
with
what I
an
said.
F.
It's with
And
an
he
F.
spelled
He
it
spelled
with
it with a
PH.
PH. He was making
What
it the
Italian?
cool version.
What Italians would have their name with a PH?
Ah,
And he's Italian.
science.
He's a
history.
Wonder Bread walk.
Your name- your name's
His
Bru-
sauce comes out of the jar.
Oh, man, jaw sauce.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I have
So,
sauce.
is your name Parisi or Farisi with a
right.
PH?
Parisi, and it's synonymous with cute and lovable. Get that straight.
Yeah? Cute and lovable in a leper colony.
but-
In a leper colony, he would be handsome.
It shows
Yeah.
it's stuff like that, and you just, I don't know. Social media, you see everybody, nobody can spell. Everybody's got bad grammar. Nobody knows how to use punctuation, and that's why we're 24th in education in this country. That's why Mexico beats us in education. Mexico beats us in education.
That's pretty bad.
So arrogant. I don't care if it's spelled right. I look good. Hey, bang. Sand and post it. Look good.
And Mexicans don't even know how to drive cars in this
Right.
country.
Watch you get fan mail for that one tonight.
Let me tell you something. Latinos are becoming the new Asian drivers.
There you
It
go.
Oh,
is-
my
They
God.
are horrible.
terrible.
They're the
And
worst.
They think the lines in the road are decoration. It's
And listen, for
you get me
my
over-
Spanish friends, I have a lot of Spanish friends.
So
The
do
ones
I.
who speak English, tell Uncle Pedro that when he's riding the bicycle at 4 in the morning, not to wear black. Okay, not to wear black and have a light or reflector. Please.
No, they're in the left lane doing 40 miles an hour.
In a bicycle.
with out-of-state plates and the taillights don't work correctly. It's
I know, I drive through CI. I can't believe how many people are from Virginia in CI.
terrible. It should,
Virginia and Florida. CI.
what are you gonna do?
How many people are from Virginia?
Yeah, and they live in CI. Can you believe that?
Illinois is another.
The whole population of CI is from Virginia and
What are
down
you doing in
south.
CI?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what you
Scoring weed down in McCulton Park?
for friends. I know. I have to drive through there to go to work. So now they'll be waiting for me tomorrow morning.
You're done now.
Yeah, all dressed in black.
I'm gonna be dressed in black too.
Well, your wife certainly
Wife's
will
gonna
be.
in black.
Oh, you mean I don't get to wear the same black?
No, you know, don't worry about it.
All right, good. Yeah.
You'll be in a box.
Hey, don't mess with a man whose dog is named Noodles.
Right.
Egg is this for short?
No.
Egg noodles.
Oh my God. What man has a show called Filmmakers and never
Yeah.
saw Apocalypse Now?
Unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Jesus. Apocalypse Now.
What about later?
See, The Godfather. If he never saw
Yes.
The Godfather, Tony.
Wait, both of them?
Yes.
Because 3 don't count. You
Yeah,
don't
no.
I did, and not
I
only,
pretend that never existed. That
I
was
gotta
a bad
tell you
dream.
that I had a guest on my show, Mr. James Arcuri, amazing director. He started on The Godfather doing locations. And he was there. So, yes, I know all about The Godfather and all the other things that go on. I watched it when I was a kid. I watched people walking out of theater. Oh my God, I went out and wrestled with those Italians. And everybody was scared of the Italians when they walked out of the theater.
That scene with the horse's head in the bed,
That's great.
It's great, but that was real. That was all real reaction in that movie. That was a real head that they used, and they shocked everybody in it, and it freaked everyone out.
It's like a token of love when they do that.
Don't mess with Coppola.
I've seen The Godfather so many times that the last time I watched it with the commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really cool because Coppola's commentary is great. He actually talks to you like you're a film student.
Right.
And explains, that was a real horse.
Should have taught his daughter a little better how to direct, but that's all right.
And that's all right, His whole family, though, everybody in his family is in his movies.
Sure.
Except for Nick Cage. Nick Cage is his nephew.
Is his nephew. He was in one movie.
That's correct.
Peggy Sue Got Married.
Oh, that's right.
He was in Peggy Sue Got Married, and with that bad accent he had. Hey, baby. I think he was like, he ain't doing no more movies.
Not anything good. I haven't seen it. The Rock, I think, was the last good Nick Cage movie.
He was in Con Air. No, he was good.
But I think that was before The Rock. And that accent was terrible in Con Air, too.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I don't know. Good film. His career's a lot better than me, so I'll
right?
Speaking of career, how is your career? What's new in stand-up comedy with Tony Landolfi?
It's going all right. I got a show coming up the 17th at the Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore with the Get Involved, Get Involved comedy group, Mike Keegan, Hugh Murray. Everybody that's basically coming up in comedy on Long Island is involved with the Get Involved. So we're doing Kathy Arnold is on it.
Oh, great.
Jay Nog is on it. It's going to be a real nice show. That's Friday, the 17th at.
That's my birthday.
Oh,
Nicole.
Thanks.
And Nicole has a gig on. She's having
I
a
have
birthday
my birthday party show at the Villa Monaco. 8:00 dinner, 9:00 show. Come down, celebrate my birthday.
Oh, that was the one you asked me to be on, but I couldn't because I was doing that one.
But I have Tony headlining May 22nd.
That's right.
At Sea Cove in Cinema Riches. Because originally we had a show planned together with you and Stevie GB.
Right.
And the weather in February, anybody who lived in New York knows that it was awful.
It will never snow again on Long Island ever. Because this weekend I got a beautiful new snowblower.
Oh, good. Someone took care of that.
So it will never snow again.
Thank
on
God
Long
somebody
Island.
did it.
So you can all thank me for that when you go.
I'm going to thank you now.
You know, the funny thing is, I actually unfriended Mother Nature in the hopes that it wouldn't snow, but I guess you nailed it there.
There you go.
You friended Mother Nature?
I unfriended her.
Oh, you unfriended?
And Father Time's not looking good either, by the way.
Father Time's not looking good either.
It's amazing how he brings the show to a complete halt.
Huh?
Tom held up the seat for commercial.
With his nonsensical pap that just comes out of his mouth. It's great.
Nicole is trying to talk here.
We're going to just be right back. We're going to take a short commercial break. You're watching The Gagootz Show on MadhouseTV.com.
Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, DMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV. You are the man.
And we're back with the Gagootz Show. We're rocking and rolling with Tony Landolfi and Jerry Parisi
Wait.
and Nicole Lamagna. I'm Jerry Gladstein. My name's Jerry Gladstein. Okay. Maybe you saw my daughter last week. I was so excited to see my daughter.
Josie Gladstein. She's gonna be back on the Gagootz Show sometime
Real soon she's coming back.
We have guests.
They
We have guests, Benny. We have guests.
And you guests have no idea what the hell you're
That
doing.
was the Jack in the Box hour, I
You
think.
had to watch last week's
You had
show.
to-
You see, now you have to cross over to last week's show, and you'll understand.
Crossfire.
I guess, Tony, you had to be here
He's doing
for
a,
that.
yeah, he's doing a callback to something that didn't happen. It's all right. In his mind, now it's playing out in his mind. It's perfect.
All right, I
And
just
I
humor
never-
But
it.
everybody watching right now is going, what the hell?
Remember, I never smoked marijuana.
Well, yeah.
Maybe you should.
And I never ate spaghetti.
I actually had spaghetti for dinner.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I had rigatoni last night.
I actually walked in. I had sauce on the side of my face. When I walked in, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta get rid of that."
Nice.
Yeah, it was adorable.
So we were talking to you
About?
stand-up comedy.
Yeah, it's murder.
You know, when I ask you, I've seen you a lot, and you're one of the comedians that has new material. You always write new stuff.
Yeah.
All the time. You keep it fresh.
It's the weird thing is that I have nothing written down. I have never written a bit down on a piece of paper ever in my life. It's all in my head. Everything is in my head.
Really?
So, yeah. So it's just a lot of times I'll be like taking a shower or something like that, and it just starts going, and I'll get an idea and stuff, and then I'll go with that. I'll go on stage and I'll just go with that idea and just see how it flows out and how it will take, and stuff like that.
And you bring the whole bathtub with you?
Yeah, it's great.
And then you refine
Nice.
it.
Yeah, then you got to, you still tape your sets and everything to listen. And then everything in your head, you're okay, let me try this and let me try that and see how all that works. The problem is now is that I'm getting older and the memory isn't as good as it used to be. So there's times where I have an idea in my head and I'm like, oh my God, this is making a great bit. And then later on, I'm like, what was I thinking about?
Don't you hate that?
And it's just...
That's
What
when
if
you have
try
to.
voice recording?
Yeah, I guess something. And I have that on my phone too. I should just be,
Yeah.
note to self.
Sometimes word association. Like
Right.
think of a word that will bring you back to that thought.
But yeah,
as you get older. Yeah.
I've never written it. I've never wrote like you see guys like before they're writing their set list out, and they're like,
That's
I'm
me.
just blessed with that. I don't have to go through any of that. It's just I see a lot of guys like before they go up, they're all kind of in my head. I'm like, what the hell are you all nervous about? Just get up there and do your thing. It's it's not. I have 3 drinks, I say a prayer, and then I go up there. That's it.
But that's amazing. But
Yeah.
you tape yourself. You mentioned.
Yeah, well, you have to tape yourself. I
You
mean,
do.
that's comedy 101. You have to tape yourself just so you can hear the reaction because what works and what. Because you guys know, if you're not a comedian, they don't know, but you guys know it. As you're not even paying attention to what you're saying because your mind is racing on the next thing that's coming out. So you're just on autopilot. You're going out, you're saying your bit, but inside your head, you're like, all right, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, and it all comes out. So you don't really, you wait for the laugh, and if you hear the laugh, it's good. If you don't, oh my God, let me move on to something, get it. But you don't realize how their reaction is until you go back to that tape and review exactly how good of a laugh you got, or how you presented it, or how your delivery was on it, and just all that little fine tuning and
It's so
trimming down.
strange how like when you do it and you're up there and you say your bit, you do it 100 times, and then like you get a crowd of people that'll laugh at everything that you never get laughs on.
Right.
And
That's
then
weird.
all your punchlines where
Or
you get
it's-
the big hits, you're like,
I like to keep things, because there was for a while where I just was doing the same thing over and over again, and like as I'm saying it, the punchline in my head, I'm like, I'm saying to myself in my head, I can't believe these people are gonna laugh at this garbage that you're about to say, and I say it and they laugh, and in my head I'm like, I can't believe you guys are laughing at that. It's the stupidest thing ever, and you people are laughing at it. But so I try to keep it going, and but the good thing about having everything stuck in your head is you can pull the old chestnut out, every now and then. When you try something new and you drop that punchline and everybody's staring at you like you're a squirrel in the bird feeder, and you're like, oh my God, and you pull something out of your head that boom, and you get them back, and because people now, you got attention span, 3 seconds. So
And the problem you were talking about, like a lot of younger comics, they have the list and they're all nervous before they go up. Some of them, and I've seen, which they don't realize is a big mistake, to actually look at your list, to look at that,
you
because
bring the
then
list on stage.
Yeah,
that
because
is
then you're bound.
The worst.
Then you're bound to that, and you can't do what you were saying of freely.
There's a lot of a big
freely
thing
grabbing
too,
a bit.
I noticed with a lot of the young comics, and I don't know if it's because of the generation or whatever, and they don't know how to hold the mic. They're all holding the mic at the head like they're opening up for Jay-Z or something, and they're doing their bit, and the crowd's like this. Hey,
Right.
how are you? And it sounds like, I don't know.
They
That
don't-
aggravates the hell out of me.
Mic technique. They don't understand, because sometimes you could go into a great club and the mic could be too loud, and you'll see sometimes you'll have to
You
keep
have to
it
hold
away.
it back.
Yeah.
You gotta,
hold it back.
I just did at the end of March, I did a show with Brian Katea. We did a thing for, it's called Project 9 Line. And what we did was we did a show. We had 7 vets. Project 9 Line, what they do is they help acclimate vets back into, and they do through different art forms. And so we were doing it through comedy. And we taught them how to do stand-up. Brian was with them all the time. I did like the first 2, and then he had other people coming in and stuff. And the first thing we said was go up on stage, take the mic out, put the stand behind you, and hold the mic here, because it went out. It went great. They were all, it was a very proud day when I saw that, because I saw these vets in the beginning, and it all helps with the PTSD and everything. And I saw them in the beginning of and I was saying to myself, and I said to Brian too, I hope these guys can pull it off, and then when we finally did the show, I was tearing up in the back, because I was so proud of these guys. They just, from this short time, in a matter of 2 months ago, from that to that, and it was amazing, and I was so proud of them, just that they pulled it all off and everything, but everything was for PTSD and the vets. I'm big with helping out the veterans and stuff like that. Anything I can do to help them out,
That's great. Yeah, I have a veteran show coming up.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, anytime, anybody.
I have a couple of them.
I don't even hesitate. If I have that spot open, I'm there, I'm doing it. I won't take a dime. I won't take any money for doing it for them, anything. It's the least I could do. My dad was in the Army. My grandfather, they were in the Italian Army, my dad and my grandfather. But my brother's on his 16th year being in the Air Force.
Really?
I didn't join I'm a puss. I didn't join I just didn't like the exercise.
You know how the Italians lost World War II? You know that, right?
How, Benny?
Yeah. The general said, go get the shells.
Yes.
They came back with 1,000 pounds of macaroni. And that was...
Oh, that's a different take on that.
That's Lou Bacala Carey.
The one I heard was they ordered ziti instead of shells.
Oh, all right.
That's why.
But that one, I actually saw Lou Bacala Carey perform that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Lou Bacala... Yeah, your father says
all
that?
the time.
Lou Bacala Carey, people called him like the poor man's Pat Cooper.
Right.
But I loved him. He was like Pat
He
Cooper.
didn't sell out. He didn't change his last name. Oh, wait, he did.
What?
'cause he was
Carey. Lou Bacala Carey. But he was the poor man's Pat Cooper, so I would be like the homeless man's Pat Cooper.
Nice. I have an interesting story about Pat Cooper, but I'll tell you
Okay,
off
after.
because he likes to curse a lot.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
I heard he does.
I've always wondered, and a lot of people ask, what's the difference between a comedian and a comic? I heard one says funny things, and that's a comic, and one
Right.
says things funny is a comedian. Is that right?
I have no idea. I honestly don't.
When
This-
we're
you know.
hanging out in the clubs,
Yeah.
We just
comic-
say, what do you do? Oh, I'm a comic. Or, or I'll say, oh, I do stand up. I don't, or a comedian. I just, whatever I decide to say at that time.
There's no real
No,
definition.
Not that I know.
But there
you
is
know.
like there's some comedians that only do improv comedians. There's some
Right,
that
there's
don't.
like improv comics.
Okay.
And then there's
Improv
prop
but they would be a
comics and
comic or
ventriloquist comics.
Yeah.
And then there's political comics and whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any necessarily difference between comics.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what I want to be when I grow up. That's all.
Have you ever considered doing stand-up ever in your life?
First sit down, I got to start slowly, and then stand up.
But comedy, you.
Oh, I would love that. I mean, I have a laugh on a filmmaker show all the time. Like when they ask me what a movie's about, and I no clue.
No clue. All right.
Now, what type of play? You do plays also, right?
We do.
Do you do comedies?
Well, to be honest with you, I have a year-long spreadsheet. This may sound strange, but your cousin Angela will love this. I look to beat how many commercials I do a year. So I have when I do the commercials up to this point, and I do movies and TV up to this point, and then November to December, that's when we do our plays, and I do that shamelessly enough because that's when I can get the publicity in the newspapers and get the covers. Like I was on a cover of Newsday twice and things like
Right.
that. That's when we do the Scrooge stuff. So I
It
really
wasn't
don't,
for the play. Local hooligan, Jerry Parisi.
That's I don't do a lot of
Found
plays.
stealing underwear and big novelty cards.
that-
You know,
And his wife believing that someone is mailing it to him. Yeah, you're mailing yourself that underwear.
you know, I may have to do that too, just to humor myself. But that's how we do it. I have it all mapped out per year what I'm doing, and I always try to beat each amount of things. You know,
But you asked if he does any plays that are comedy when we did Scrooge's Dream.
well, Scrooge's Dream was somewhat of a comedy.
Originally it wasn't.
Right.
And then
That's 'cause
as
we were scared in the beginning.
Yeah, and the dynamic of all of us getting together ended up turning out there.
Oh, it was
little
hysterical. We
very
had a-
funny moments.
You
in
did a
it.
great production. Nancy and I went to see it, and they did a great. And then when the show was over, they would be outside of the. It was like a barn, right? They were outside singing Christmas carols.
Which we all sing horribly.
We were terrible.
It was great. Nancy and I walked around that restored village, and it was so great listening
Yeah.
to your music and walking around the village. It was really. They made it very Christmassy.
I think Tony should do like part of that as well this year. I think he should be like Fezziwig or something. He's round and jolly, and all that good stuff.
Fezziwig's got like no lines, right? He's just
He just
jumping
like
around.
dances.
Yeah, he's just drunk
dancing.
and dancing. That's great.
Well,
Yeah.
stand up, Tony. Let's see you dance. I'd like to see you dance. I bet you can do it.
No, he should be the ghost of Christmas present.
This
He'd be like, "Oh, Scrooge, wake up!"
Yeah, you should- in Brooklyn, you should do it. The Scrooge in Brooklyn. That would be funny. Now that's a comedy.
Scrooge in
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Mr. Scrooge
Yeah.
in Brooklyn.
And you wear the purple shoes and the leather pants?
No,
when you-
red and white then.
When you're doing
You could go, what is this? Some
wanna
Christmas
see my-
carol?
That's not even leather.
These
It's
are pleather.
Yeah.
I like that, you know, and I liked my purple shoes too. You're lucky I didn't wear my purple sneakers.
It's like a Puerto Rican nightmare. It's all right.
Purple rain.
I wore this to
Rummaging
get my
through
headshots
Prince's
done
garbage
today.
pail?
This is for your headshots?
Yeah, I went
What'd
to
you
get
say?
my headshots.
He was rummaging through Prince's garbage pail.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with that because everything I took was mine. That's it. I claimed it all.
And then he said
Maybe-
it to
And then he
himself.
was
Maybe
like,
it's- yeah,
I had to
exactly.
wash a few things.
Maybe-
oh, I'm glad you washed it. That's
Maybe
nice.
those were Prince's panties. Did you ever think of that?
There's a joke in there somewhere. I got to pull it out.
Somebody has to.
Oh! Yeah, I ain't doing a good job.
Let's just re-examine what I just said.
Somebody
There's a
has.
joke in there we have to pull
I
it
got
out. Never
it.
mind. My poor wife is in the audience today on that huge audience that we got.
Yes.
And
We have a
love
great
it.
audience.
No, it's a great audience. She's cursing me left and I'm going to kill him when I get him later.
We are plotting it. Back there.
You know, I got to tell you, she plays Belle. She is an amazing Belle.
She is.
And I will walk around saying I was on the cover of Newsday, but the reality was, so was she and my good friend Frankie. Then later I was a pirate on Newsday, but the point was that she does an amazing job as Belle. And she follows me everywhere. She's like, there's no truer woman than my wife.
That's nice that you
That's
gave your
great.
wife credit.
My wife is
I
a wonderful
I
woman.
love my wife. I
Almost as wonderful as Nancy.
well, yeah,
Almost.
almost. It's going some now. You got to give them the,
Listen,
But none of them
Jerry,
compare to Karen.
what is the
Karen is my
Publishers
wife.
Clearinghouse Prize Patrol?
Oh, I was on the prize patrol. I really was.
Well, you go to people's house with the
I did
giant
with the big check. Yes.
Yeah,
really?
Yes. Honest to God.
You
yes,
were the
yes.
prize.
So see you doing that. You're like perfect.
I got to tell you, it's a true story. See, when I got to Publishers Clearinghouse, I left the city because those agencies I work for, they watch the sun up every friggin' morning. I was never home. So finally I said, let me go to Long Island. Maybe it's, Publishers Clearinghouse is big. I can get a job, maybe get home in a decent hour. In fact, I almost fell off my chair. Well, yeah, we work till 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock what, in the morning? No, 5 o'clock at night. Half-day job. I'm taking it. But I was an art director. And then what I did was I wanted to get back on TV and move the acting and the advertising together. So I was lucky enough to get on the Prize Patrol. Now, the best story I got on the Prize Patrol, true story, was that my sister never believed it. She's down in Greenville, South Carolina, where there's 80 degrees and we got 40 out here today. And she's like, I don't believe that. I don't. So I get this note, my assignment, and I look and say, wait, this is Greenville. This is where she lives. Now, we're not supposed to say where the winner is. It's supposed to be a surprise. Well, I called Judy, what are you doing this week with Mario and Amanda? She goes, nothing. Mario's working. I'm going to be home with Amanda. I go, now you're going to ride with me in the Prize Patrol truck and watch me give away the check that you say we don't give away. And we went down it. It's an amazing thing. No one knows you're there. You really do have to set this all up. And then you go through it, and you got to find a way to find the people. What I used to do, I would call the people and say, listen, we're selling a subscription, and I'd get the name of the newspaper, of the something Gazette. Would you like to do it? One of our salespeople be home on Tuesday next week. And then they would say, well, I'm not home Tuesday. Oh, I'll be home Wednesday. And then you knew how to plot your course. And they would actually tell you when they were going to be home. That's how I did it. But I used to give away those big checks. The real truth is they're this big, the real checks.
It's very
but
bad
that's-
that you did that accent like that, like you.
That's my bud accent.
Not everybody down south sounds like.
They give you those big checks because where are you going to cash one?
Well, the truth is
Big
that
bank. You gotta go to the big bank.
I had following me every
So what am I
television
gonna do
station.
with this?
No, they follow you. The TV stations, the newspaper. They're taking pictures. You feel like a star, walking on the.
And it's great to know it's real.
It really is real. No, I haven't been with them
Nancy,
since
I'm not throwing out the
2000.
Publishers Clearinghouse anymore.
But you know what? I would love to get regular clips of that. I have some on videotape,
Right.
but I actually don't have them on. Like I got to bring them to one of these guys that'll do that one of these days. I
There's
should.
people that'll do that.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right then.
Can you knock on my door when I
Prize
checks?
Patrol.
I will.
Prize
Right.
Patrol.
He doesn't do it anymore.
No, I don't.
No.
Do
So now you're gonna knock
You
into
can
with a
write a
summons.
personal check. That's
They
fine.
probably threw me out for writing personal checks. Hi, let me give you a $5 check. Let me come on.
Well, believe it or not, the hour is almost up.
No way.
Oh my God.
Holy
Because
sweet.
we're going to end the show. When we end the show, we're going to end it with an interview that my wife Nancy did with Stevie GB.
That's nice.
And there's a cameo
Nice.
with, I shouldn't tell you, there's a cameo with a big headliner.
Awesome.
Headlining comic.
Stevie GB will be headlining my birthday show April 17th.
Wow,
So
cool.
watch
Nice.
the video and stay
He's,
tuned for him.
he's very funny. Any plugs, Seta? Anything you want to talk
We've
about?
been plugging the whole time.
Yeah,
We've
we say
you know,
everything.
I've been.
been plugging everything we've been doing.
Yeah, I know, but
Which
people
channel
might
do
not
I
remember.
look in? Is it-
Oh, and also, listen, Jeannie Powers, we spoke about her, and she will be back
Love
in a few
Jeannie.
weeks. So I don't want Jeannie to kick my butt like she was. So, Jeannie, I miss you. Can't wait for you to come back. And this Friday on 103.9, 645, 745, and 845, you can listen to Jeannie Powers Entertainment. What?
6:45 a.m., 7:45 a.m., and 8:45 a.m.
Okay. AM.
Correct?
AM.
You
Okay.
come back next week and direct me because help me.
I'm just saying. You want to know?
This
when it's
Saturday,
gonna
I
go.
will be on iEntertainmentRadio.com.
Nice.
iEntertainment Radio.
Playing all the hits of Lady Gaga.
No, but
Yeah, you can listen to Lady Gaga too.
You can listen to Lady Gaga while.
Lady Gaga.
Nicole, welcome back. It's
Thank
great
you.
to have you back.
Yay!
Thank you. Thanks for having me back. And we're going to leave you with our video. Have a great week.
Have a great week. See you next Tuesday.
And yeah, I was just going to say, in the words of Jeannie Powers, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Nancy from the Gagootz Show, MadhouseTV.com, and I am here at the Beech Tree Cafe in East Islip, where Stevie GB is doing a show with Goomba Johnny. But we're not here to talk about Goomba Johnny. We're here to talk about Stevie GB, who has shows all over Long Island, and we want to hear everything about all the shows that are coming up and his entire career. So go ahead, Steve.
I better talk fast. What do you want to hear about? I'm here at the Beech Tree with Goomba Johnny, good friend of mine, very funny man. Not as funny as me. I don't know why he's headlining.
I don't either.
That doesn't make any sense.
No,
But
not
that's
at
all
all.
right. I'll just destroy the place and make it harder for him.
Exactly.
That's what you got to do in this business.
Yes.
What I'm doing is,
Exactly.
it's really, I'm finally, and actually I was inspired by being on the Gagootz show. Gagootz.
Gagootz.
The Gagootz show.
The Gagootz.
They asked me when am I going to do a CD, because I've never actually done a CD. I was like, I don't know. Then I thought, why not? It's time. I've been doing comedy almost 20 years. I might as well do, like we're doing a three-camera show in about an hour. It'll be an hour long, professionally filmed.
Oh, nice.
And I'm calling it, So This Is My Life Now.
I love it. And where can people find this?
Oh, it's going to be in Port Jefferson at a little place called the Performing Arts Studio, which is right next to Pasta Pasta.
Okay.
It's a little black box theater, about 75 seats, because I like that intimate setting. And I'm going to do it there on May 30th, Saturday, May 30th. And it's $12 for tickets. That's it. Cheap.
$12.
Cheaper than a movie.
May 30th. Be
What
there. Oh, look, someone's back.
What are you, upstaging me? What is this guy?
Look at this.
He's got to be the star. This guy.
Will you let me speak for 1 second?
Yeah.
All right. I know you're a comic. You don't
Again, first I was interrupted by Jeannie Powers. Now it's Goomba Johnny.
Yeah, I know you're a comic and you don't like other people speaking. What I want people to know, everybody on Long Island knows, the most underrated comic on all of Long Island.
Did you drink before?
No, he does not get the credit that he deserves. He's very, very talented.
Right.
He's very, very good. And more people should know about this guy. Okay? Don't worry about it.
I agree 100%.
How's my favorite son-in-law, Ralph?
Well, that's it. So is there anything else besides that? That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, Clean Comedy All-Stars, the So You Think, So This Is My Life. I almost call it So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes.
That's next.
I love that show.
So You Think You Can Dance?
I was
What is
thinking-
that, a Jewish thing?
Yeah, I think it
So
is.
You Think You Can
I
Dance?
think it is.
What's up next? What? You think you can dance? What?
What?
That should be the sequel. So what? Now you can dance now? What?
Oh, now
Come to all my shows.
afterwards.
www.steviegb.com.
There you go. And he's on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
All right,
Twitter,
thank you.
Twitter,
And this
thank
is
you.
the Gagootz Show.
Gagootz.
MadhouseTV.com.
I love that.
Oh, we love you, Benny.
Benny!